Good morning, YouTube. So this is a completely different video than we normally do, as you can tell by the title. I'm gonna keep this simple. If you wanna find out why I got into fitness, stay tuned. Drop a like, sub, share it, bell icon, the lot. We're trying to hit 100 subs. If you got any ideas, drop a comment. We're trying to do some crazy shit for 2023. Let's get straight into the questions, 10 questions. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to it.
The road get rocky again. I'm back in this thing and I brought me a friend. My sin and thought it could win. I throw up a prayer, it's going to win. Okay.
Interesting fact about me. Right. I'd say I'm quite tough on myself. In general, like I can be quite tough on people I love the most, but on myself, I'm definitely like the hardest, and I don't know why am I the hardest on myself? I guess I just have high standards compared to what I used to be. Like I used to be a complete loser. Now that I've set those bars, I always want to push higher. Once I've hit that next level, I want to stay there and I don't want to ever work my way down. So yeah, that's quite an interesting fact about me. I'm quite hard on myself. If you train with me, you'll know I'll be quite tough on you, but I'll only be tough on you because I'm trying to push your limits. So yeah, that's a cool little fact. This is actually quite a long little story. Basically, I used to do YouTube back in the day. I think I was like 15, 16. I just enjoyed editing and filming. I enjoyed just being on camera like I do now. The actual reasons why I got back into YouTube is what I do for day work is I've been doing a lot of like laboring and like building work, and I'm not knocking the trade because I love the trade. It's just simply not for me, but I do it to pay off the bills. Yeah, so I basically got put on this job. I'm not gonna name names, but I basically got put on a job. I got left on this job on my own, and this was for somebody else. I was doing all this work by myself, where it was like at least two people's, me and somebody else. And when I was doing it, I knocked into a water pipe, basically. So I was warned, don't hit the water pipe or the electric, right? That got me thinking. I ended up hitting the water. If you do building work in Spain, you know, it just happens, bearing in mind they just put the pipes anywhere. Anyway, so it starts squirting out, whatever, I turn the water off. Guy ended up actually having like a go at me for it. I didn't even get actually paid for this job. This is all crazy. It just got me thinking, like, if I'm willing to put all this hard work into somebody else's job, why am I not willing to go out and do my own thing? And it really got me thinking. As well as that, like when I hit the water pipe, I consider myself quite lucky that I didn't hit the electric. Part of me thought, oh, I could have got really hurt, and if I hit the electric, I'd have been quite, you know, yeah, from that point, it kind of fired me up, and I was like, nah, I need to do my own thing. I'm gonna get back into YouTube. I enjoy filming, I enjoy the gym. Kind of give me one big motivation and push. Probably like the best €100 I ever didn't make, but did make. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I basically started the YouTube channel. If I'm willing to do that, I should be willing to do this, you know? As you can tell, I've got an English accent. A lot of people say I've got like a London accent, but my family's actually from Derby County in the UK. Yeah, my dad's from London, my mum's from Derby County, but I grew up and I was born in Spain, Marbella, Spain. I grew up in Spain. I talk Spanish fully. In fact, I could probably just do this in Spanish if I wanted. Básicamente, yo me crié aquí y fui a primaria, desde primaria a secundaria. I'm just gonna drop the Spanish. Anyway, yeah, so from primary to secondary, I went to Spanish school. I grew up in the Spanish system. I was brought up around Spanish. I grew up basically Spanish. I am Spanish. I will always love the Spanish as much as like, I don't know, I have a love-hate relationship with Spanish, but I had English friends as I was growing up, so I've had a bit of both. So yeah, I'm bilingual, but yeah, that's where I grew up, Spain. So the goal with this YouTube channel is I wanted to film me experiencing things for the first time, because I've not experienced too much in life, fortunately. As you can tell, I live in Spain, I grew up in Spain, I'm still in Spain. I haven't had a very lucky background behind me, so I haven't been able to travel, experience certain things. I don't know, like you're seeing in videos, like experiencing something for the first time. As well as that, I enjoy making content, so I thought it'd be a cool little idea if I could mix that together. As well as that, so if you're seeing me experience something for the first time, it's a very genuine reaction. That's why it'd probably be tough for me to record something I've kind of already done. It's funny because like the boys want to go up La Contra again, but I'm just like, I've already done it. But yeah, I was basically gather up all my first experiences on camera, and then as well as that, just grow as a YouTuber. Right, so I'm gonna start off with Danny Duncan. He's actually a very big inspiration to me. Yeah, Danny Duncan in general, just because I feel like I can relate a lot. It sounds weird, but I relate to his channel. Bearing in mind when he started, like seeing his relationship with his mother, like him helping, just how he provided, like I really feel like I can relate with that. I don't know, as some people know, like I don't have the best relationship with my own mom. Yeah, like I can really relate. A part of my channel is if I can hopefully make it or do well, get her out of the slums. I'm gonna say slums because like fortunately she does live badly. But yeah, that's why I can relate to Danny Duncan. I just really think his reasoning behind his YouTube is like really genuine, and I just love the way he does what he does. Like, he just does what he wants. Like, I really like that. Who else? Nelk Boys. It sounds funny because like I love the Nelk Boys, but I don't know, I really like respect Kyle. I respect his work rate. Just watching him from where he's come from. It's just that that non give a fuck mentality. That's what I really like. How he strives and like how he pushes his content. You can just tell there's work that goes behind the scenes. You can just tell. So yeah, Kyle from Nelk Boys in general, like all of them in there. Oh shit, Joe Rogan. Obviously all the boys love Joe Rogan. Just for his UFC background, his advice in general. Like I feel like he's that father figure a lot of us boys did never like have. Someone to look up to. He's definitely one of my favorites. Jay Swingler from TGF. I remember watching them from the beginning. Yeah, I like his content now as well, how he's just calming it down, being genuine, not trying to just push crazy content anymore. I feel like I learned a lesson from him trying not to push like strong ass content all the time. Yeah, I really respect how he's just like, I just want to be myself more. And that's what I'm trying to, that's the goal with this channel, is I just want to be myself. Like, because I get a lot of people like, oh, you should do crazy shit if you want to be like Danny Young. Like, no, that's unfortunately what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be who I'm not. I'm just going to enjoy filming what I film, and yeah, if people want to follow, they can follow. If they don't, they don't. I'm not just gonna keep like, I'm not gonna disturb people. I'm not gonna prank people. I'm not gonna like annoy people when that's just not who I am. I have like respect for people. Mike Thurston, actually, this is a big one. Like, I don't know why he didn't come to mind. Mike Thurston and Rob Lipset, both fitness influencers and YouTubers that I really look up to. Really done a lot, and what's cool is that they're both have filmed a lot of content in Marbella, which made, I don't know, it's motivated me like highly, seeing like where I'm from be on camera. Like it's really motivated. Just them two in general, like their content, how they keep pushing. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see that I met Rob. I kind of manifested that as well. So yeah, I'd like to actually get into that one day. Maybe I'll meet him again. Maybe I can explain what happened. Yeah, I've kind of explained it in one of my other videos, but I'd really like to get into that question. Any other YouTubers? Joe Santagato, he was good. John Olsen as well. John Olsen, who's from Marbella. Big reasons why I wanted to start doing YouTube. Really big reason. Seeing him in like Marbella. Obviously, some of these people have a lot bigger like net worth, so they can do cooler videos. Yeah, go watch their content. Oh, I can take the hat off for this one. Let my big brain think. I've got a vision board here, so I can kind of like get it off from here. So let's start off with something simple. So one of my goals would be, I want a dirt bike. That's like, this is a materialistic thing, but yeah. Obviously, I'd like my YouTube to blow up. I would like 1 million subs. I'd like to be verified on Instagram. I'd really like to help people grow in general, because I feel like I'm quite good at that. Probably not the best at talking. I feel like public speaking is another thing that I could get better at, one of my goals. In general, I'd like to own a lot of real estate one day. It's a bit of a cocky question, but cocky answer, sorry, but it's no, I would like to own multiple homes around the world so I can travel more. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but I would just like to be a part, like be on the real estate ladder. I think Courtney being in the real estate industry will help us get into that as well. So yeah, that's one of my other goals. Being financially free, I guess, that's another huge goal. Like that's one of my main ones that I'm working towards, is being financially free. Being able to just film and do what I want and not have to work doing things I don't like, but just for money type thing. So yeah, that's like another one, is just being financially free, having enough income to sit comfortably and like really take care of my family and bring them like up with me. I think those are like my main life goals. I'm not gonna get too far deep into it. By the way, Danny will be probably editing this, so he's gonna make it all like fancy and shit. So yeah, big up Danny. He's doing really well. I actually want to shout Danny out. He's really made a big change since we started this channel. So like, he's just, I'm not saying he's done a big change, he's only done little changes, but those little changes have like rolled into so many like good things for him, and I'm really proud of him. So yeah, shout out to you, Danny. Yes, sir! Yeah, anyway, let's get back into it. So my morning routine would be, I've been getting up at 5 AM, but I'm kind of like pushing 6 AM now. One thing in my routine keeps fucking it, which is on a Monday I play football from 7 to 8, and normally I have to get up. Like if I'm getting up at 5, I need to be in bed by 8. So I've been getting up at like 6. My gym bag should be packed, hopefully. So yeah, if that's packed, yeah, I'll get that sort of ready, freshen myself up. I don't know if you do this, but I kind of brush my teeth after I eat breakfast. I don't eat brushing before. So yeah, I'll have a coffee, I'll walk the dogs out in the cold, bring them back, and then brush my teeth, freshen up type thing, and then go to the gym straight away. Like I've got like an hour to get that kind of done. So 7 AM, I'm at the gym. From 7 to like 8, I'll be working out. From there, I'd normally go to work by 9, but luckily, this is something that's quite cool. I'm not gonna really say it, but I kind of like got a new job. So yeah, things are looking up right now. I'm not gonna get too deep into that. But yeah, that's my morning routine. I keep it quite simple, but I'm quite disciplined with it. I love getting up early. Like, I've always liked getting up early. I never used to be like, when I was a teenager, of course, like most teenagers, like you stay up late, but nah, I'm like a proper morning person. Like, I love it. It's my favorite thing. I definitely use Instagram the most. That is where I've grown up. So I know a lot of you use TikTok, and that's kind of like my old Vine, but kind of gonna just stick to Instagram, YouTube, and then I do post on TikTok, but it's just not my thing. But yeah, Instagram, I feel like I'm just old school. Like, I really like it. In general, like my stories, everything. I just enjoy Instagram the most. Like, I don't use Snapchat. I feel like Snapchat's just wasted, like useless. Facebook, but barely. I feel like Facebook is for moms, can't lie. It's just full of like parents commenting on shit that's just scams. Yeah, so yeah, Instagram, I'd say Instagram. And then obviously YouTube as my second. This is a good question because like, there's a lot of good books, obviously. I'm gonna go back to like my foundation. What really helped me is The Compound Effect. I'd say The Compound Effect, if you haven't read The Compound Effect, fucking read it, by Darren Hardy. Like, it's a very simple book, but this is one book that really changed like my life. It really made me look at everything I'm doing and everything that I've already been doing and seeing the results that I've been playing out from what I've been doing. Yeah, The Compound Effect. If you understand the word compounding, then you get the idea. Anything that you do compounds. So if you're waking up early, best believe that rolls into more things. If you're waking up late, if you're waking up at a certain time, if you're, I don't know, it can be anything. A good example would be how I started playing football, and I was fucking terrible. Like, when I started playing football, I was really bad. Like, I was the one that nobody passed to. But luckily now that I've just been consistent every week that I go, like every single week, every Monday, I've kind of worked my way up to being like one of the good ones on the pitch. Like, I'm reliable, which feels nice. I get the ball passed to me, and it's just like, just seeing where you go, like where you come from and where you get to. It's really cool, like just seeing how things compound. So yeah, I definitely recommend that book, like The Compound Effect. The Alchemist is another good book. I'm just gonna shout some of the books out. The Alchemist, I'm currently reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, really enjoying that. Atomic Habits is another good book. Atomic Habits reminds me a lot of The Compound Effect, actually. This is one thing I could talk about for ages. I love books. Like, books were actually like a safe haven for me. Yeah, just in general. I'm gonna shout out some science fiction. Darren Hardy books. If you haven't read any Darren Hardy books, go check them out. They're fucking good. If you like vampires, monsters and shit like that. No, yeah, let's leave it at that. That's quite simple. Hobby is training. I love training. Fitness in general is one of my main ones. So yeah, fitness, reading, writing and journaling is actually one of my big hobbies. So I've done that for 4 years, every single day, just journaling what I do in the day. 4 would be YouTube. Go on, come in. So I'm literally on the last question.
Okay.
You can get in the video, chill out.
No, I've got oily hair.
Okay. Football, I love playing football. Learning Japanese, that's another one. Languages, I enjoy doing languages. Let's leave it at that. I've got more hobbies, but yeah. So yeah, that's the 10 questions. I have thrown in a bonus question, so let's kind of get into this question. I got into fitness because when I was young, like, out of the 4 of us that grew up, I was the fat one. Sucks, but like, let's just fucking admit it. Like, I was fat. Yeah, I was a fat little shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was never confident in myself. I'd always be looking in the mirror, like grabbing my belly. Even if it wasn't like genuinely like I was like fat. I just felt fat, like, and I just hated the way I looked. So I don't know, just a constant looking in the mirror as a teenager, like growing up, and just not having someone really there to talk to about it. I just kind of use fitness as an outlet. The first thing I got into was rugby, and I really enjoyed rugby. Tough sport. Respect all you boys that do it, mate. Like, fuck. Yeah, so I got into rugby, did rugby for like a year or 2. I think it was 2 years. From there, I moved on to kickboxing. That's where I really found confidence, I think. Enjoyed that for about 3 to 4 years. So grateful for K1 because that really helped me. It taught me a lot of things. But another huge reason, after I started doing K1, I really got into partying and stuff, and like I really lost my head, lost who I kind of was. Yeah, I was doing all the wrong things. Like, I was fucking, let's say I was just drinking heavily, I was doing drugs, I was just a nitty, man. Like, I was straight up, like, I was a 65 kilo little, like, raggedy. I was just a cunt, like straight up. I was just a dickhead. Like I was doing nothing with my life. Like people around me were telling me I was just getting worse type thing. Like telling, one big comment was someone actually telling me to grow up, and that shit just kind of like hit me hard. But yeah, where I'm getting at is my asthma. So yeah, I had asthma for like years. It just kind of sprung on me one night when we went camping, but I'd always have the inhaler near me. Like I'd always have to just like have it near me just in case, like before bed, anything, like my lungs could just close up. Yeah, I think I just got sick of just feeling like a fucking idiot with the inhaler. Like I just hated it and just relying on that. Like I couldn't go to sleep properly if I didn't have it next to me. So I just started going out on runs, trail running. I started just doing that, and like, I can't lie to you, it fucking sucked. Like it sucked ass, bro. Like I was out there in the sun. Like I don't know why I started fucking summer in Spain, but I started running in summer, and like I'd only be running for about 5 minutes and I'd just be coughing, like coughing, and I just could not do anything about it. Like I was struggling so much, but I just did it every single day. Like I just kept doing it, and I eventually got to the point where I was this is like what happens to everyone, but I was like running from here to here. Next time I was running from here to here. I was just getting better and better and better, and I got to the point where I was just like, I was starting to fly when I was running. Like I had music and I was just like enjoying it, you know. Like I was, you know, you get a runner's high and you just bearing in mind I'd be doing hills, I'd be doing like on rocks. So yeah, that's like one of my main reasons. I think the reasons why I stayed into it is I just enjoy it. Like I genuinely love how it helps me achieve everything else in my life. Without it, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So as you see in my last video, I'm like taking pre-workouts, but I'm a big believer in just, if you love training, you shouldn't have to take any of that stuff to just really enjoy it. It makes me feel confident. Kind of leave it at that. We've already hit the 30-minute mark. This has been a long video. I'm happy if you've managed to stay in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully enjoy the content. We've only been doing it for about 6 months, I think. So yeah, it's not been too much, but yeah, just slowly doing little things that I haven't done. We'll film. If you enjoy it, drop a comment. If there's things that we could do, drop a comment. If you like this type of content as well, let me know. Getting to know me more. I'd really like to be on a podcast. So if anyone's got a podcast that's watching that feels like they could take me on and I could explain the story a bit more, that'd be cool. Shit, thank you for watching. The fuck?
The road get rocky again. I'm back in this thing and I brought me a friend. I seen and thought it could win. I throw up a prayer, it's going to win. Okay.